In Seminole County near Orlando, Florida, so many kids have lost their homes, school buses now stop at dozens of cheap motels where families crowd into rooms living week to week. 11-year-old Destiny Corfey joined the line at this motel a year ago.
I never really noticed what people were actually going through until now, until we're actually going through it too.
David and Teresa Corfey never imagined their family homeless. Together, they were making about $40 an hour detailing expensive cars. There was a 3-bedroom home, vacations, extras for the kids. But both jobs went, and then the house. Evicted, they found that the homeless shelters wanted to split their family up, boys and girls.
That was definitely something that I wasn't going to have, was being separated at a time like this. I figured a time like this that we needed to be together more than anything.
So David, Teresa, Destiny, George, and Chance moved into their van.
George climbed up here on the back seat, and Destiny and Chance here.
I was embarrassed that maybe one of my friends might see me. I don't want anybody to know that I was actually in there.
Where was the van parked?
It was at a Walmart.
We would actually go in Walmart and clean ourselves up before we go to school.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
Save some money.
How would you do that?
I would wash my face and take a tissue, wash my arms and stuff.
We would bring the toothpaste and the toothbrush and the brushes, so we'll go brush our hair in the mirror and people would see us. Yeah. It would be kind of weird, but we went through it.
Tell me about the motel that you're living in now.
Well, it's a lot better than the van.
Yeah, it's really small though.
2 rooms for the 5 of them. Their possessions, family photos, you name it, went into storage, and they lost it all, seized and sold when they couldn't pay that bill.
Most of my stuff was in there, my scooter, my game system, all my games, my clothes. So I lost most of my stuff, so.
I had so many of my toys and things, my Barbie dolls, clothes, and it was just all gone.
What's the neighborhood like around the motel?
It's scary.
What do you mean?
You hear on the news all the time about shootings, and it's all right there.
Rosa, Jacob, Joey, and the dog are all in one room, right across the street. The neighbors took them in. We've seen a lot of that in our stories on the recession, neighbors, even strangers, opening homes to the homeless. We talked to the Bravermans at the neighbor's house. They've been here 3 months, and that is starting to worry them.
I want to give the neighbors their own privacy, too. I don't want to be invasive.
So you miss your privacy from across the street. What else?
Sometimes, I have to go to the bathroom at night, and here I have to be really, really quiet, because if I wake them up, I don't want to make them upset and get us kicked out.
Homeless kids tiptoe in a world of insecurity, hoping to be invisible.
People said that I talk too much, and now they say that I don't talk enough, and that I'm really shy, I guess.
You think all this has changed you?
Yeah, and I haven't realized it, but I think I've gotten very mature in a very short amount of time.
In Seminole County schools, 1,000 students have recently lost their homes.
How many of you in the last few weeks have gone to bed hungry?
At Castleberry School, students whose families are at the poverty level or slightly above qualify for the free lunch program. We talked with some of those kids with their parents' permission.
Who can tell me what it's like to feel hungry?
It's hard, you can't sleep, you just wait, you just go to sleep for 5 minutes and you wake up again and your stomach hurts and you're thinking, I can't sleep, I'm gonna try and sleep, I'm gonna try and sleep, but you can't because your stomach's hurting and it's because it doesn't have any food in it.
And it's like a black hole, and sometimes when I don't eat, my stomach, you can hear it's growling, you can hear it.
Usually we eat macaroni or we drink water or tea.
My mom will sometimes make food and then she won't have enough, so at night we'll just eat cereal or something. Other times my parents will fight about money because they don't have enough money to pay the food.
We have to sometimes take food from a church. It's hard because my grandmother's also out of work and we usually get some food from her.
It's kind of embarrassing because the next day you go to school asking kids if they want this or if they want that. If they have cereal and they haven't opened it yet, you go ask them if they want their cereal.
We found a lot of families are making a choice between food and electricity.
How many of you have had the lights turned off at your house? How do you study when you don't have the lights on at home?
We have emergency flashlights, and I usually have to use them.
I'll just light candles and sit around in a circle of candles.
Candles? Yes, ma'am?
I use candles because my mommy brings some.
I'll go out to the car and turn on the overhead and read out there and study.
Ashley Ray raised her hand to add something that we didn't expect.
I kind of feel like it's my fault that we don't have enough money. I feel like it's my fault that they have to pay for me and the clothes that they buy for me.
They're believing it's their fault that they're in the situation.
Beth Davalos runs the Seminole County programs for homeless kids.
Our numbers go up every day, between 5 and 15 new homeless students a day.
Every day?
Every day.
And she told us something else is new.
When I first started this program 8 years ago, homelessness lasted maybe 2-3 months. But now with it lasting 3, 6 months, a year, or 2 years, this is when children are developing who they are and their foundation is broken.
How are these kids doing in school?
They're struggling. It's much harder. They're more at risk of not doing well. They're focusing on how can I help mom and dad. We have so many students that want to quit school and go to work.